ready to rumble. We on the grind, it's game time. Light shine, all eyes on the line. Every move, every play, we define. Party lit, feeling prime. From the bench to the field, we climb. Champion rise, this our time. No fear, no limits, we prime. Bring the heat, watch it shine. This leg is wrong, we on grind. It's game time. Light shine, all eyes on the line. Every move, every play, we define. Heart be loud, feel the prime. From the bench to the field, we climb.
You're watching Boys Indiana High School basketball tonight on the ISC Sports Network, and it's the season opening contest for the boys basketball teams from Delphi and Rossville. Tonight's broadcast presented by Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. Healthy communities of Clinton County making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. Rossville Consolidated Schools, achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. The Frankfort Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Joined by former Franklin High School and Franklin College standout Brady Laurie, my name is Rick Johnston. And Brady, we are finally here at the start of the boys basketball high school season here for 25-26.
Yes, isn't this great? I always love that right before Thanksgiving you get to start a season like this and you get to learn about the new players and we get to learn about the coaches and the systems, and these games are so much fun. It's kind of a fresh start. We do know about last year, but there's going to be new faces and just new things coming to us. I just love this time of year.
See Rossville coming onto the floor. Their opponents tonight, the Delphi Oracles in black. And tonight's pregame show presented by Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. As we get ready for our first look, that's presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. And These two teams last year, you see, both over 500. Rossville finished 16-9 a year ago. They were knocked out of the sectional semifinal to Clinton Prairie, who went on to be the runners-up in Class 1A a season ago. Delphi knocked out of the quarterfinal of sectional 37 as Delphi plays in the 2A ranks, Rossville in single A. But you see, Brady, the series has definitely shifted in favor of Rossville, with Rossville winning 8 out of the last 10 matchups.
Yeah, and they're talented. They've got a really nice group of guys. They're growing age-wise. We've got guys that have been playing for several years there now, and they're just really developing, and I expect big things out of them this year, honestly.
Players to watch tonight are presented by the fine folks at the ISC Sports Network. Local lives here, and star power all over the place, Brady, for both of these clubs. We'll start with the visiting Oracles. Both teams bring back their leading scorer from a season ago, and for Delphi, that was the 6'2 senior Caden McAtee, who put up just over 12 points per game last year. He also led the Oracles in three-pointers, made at 46, converting at a 39% rate.
Yes, and you're going to see some quality shooting tonight from McAtee and from who you're about to talk about, I'm sure, Thielehan. Great shooter, great scorers, both of them.
On the other side for Rossville, as Brady mentioned, Braden Thielehan led the Hornets in scoring last year at almost 19 points per game as a sophomore. He made almost 3 points per game as well. He is coming into the night scoring 799 points in his first 2 seasons of high school basketball. The junior on pace to break the 1,000-point mark here this year.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt that that's going to happen. He puts them up in bunches. 464 of those were last year. So great player and really good scorer.
As a shift over to our Keys to Watch, presented by Tier 1 Meat Company, where every key is elite and every customer is family. First on the docket tonight, Execute. Game 1 for both of the teams. Execution is at a premium.
It is, and being the first game of the year, these are the bright varsity lights. You've got some new faces out there. How hard have you worked in practice to get up to this point, and how comfortable are you going to be running those plays and executing without creating turnovers for yourself?
Second on the docket, supporting actor. Who's going to be the best supporting actor tonight? We talked about the leads in McAtee and Thielehan, but who from the supporting cast can step up and help out either Delphi or Rossville tonight?
Yeah, in Delphi, I'm looking forward to seeing Levi Coghill. In this game last year, he had 9 points, which was above his average. If he steps up, he might help them to play well. We got Brody Skinner for Rossville, who I really like. I love his game. He's a big-time scorer and rebounder.
Yeah, last year Skinner had a double-double in this contest, 13 points, 14 boards in 27 minutes. He was third on the team in rebounding last year for Rossville, and he is their leader in rebounds from a season ago. Delphi on the other side in the supporting category, they lost their second, fourth, and fifth leading scorers to graduation a year ago. And our last key to the game tonight, free throws. They're key at the beginning of the year, they're key at the end of the year, and they played a key role in last year's game favoring Rossville.
Yes, and the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, Delphi missed 8 out of their 15 free throws. Rossville missed 10 free throws in that game. Now, Rossville did a better job of getting to the line and getting more of them, but either one of those things is going to be a big deal, because if you miss too many, you're setting yourself up to lose. If you can make them, you're setting yourself up to win.
Tight game last year. They're tied after one quarter play. Delphi led by 3 at the break. Rossville had trimmed the deficit to 1 heading into the fourth, and then they outscored the Oracles 16-11 in the final quarter to win last year's contest by 4, 66-62. Also keep your eyes on the Hornets. They had good ball movement last year, assisting on 17 of their 21 made baskets. Rossville going for their 4th win in a row against Delphi as they open up the 25-26 campaign tonight here on the ISC Sports Network. When we come back, we have starting lineups and the opening tip here from Rossville High School.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the Knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect. your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Healthy Communities of Clinton County is committed to reduce the risk factors contributing to chronic disease, including health disparities by decreasing stigma and encouraging positive changes. HCCC is here for the community with systems of care navigators, insurance assistance, prenatal classes, mental health programs, substance use prevention, and more. To help make the healthy choice the easy choice, contact us at 659-6063 or through our website, healthyclintoncounty.org.
If you haven't signed up for Mintel Fiber Optic Internet from Mulberry Telecommunications, then you're missing out. We have various packages to choose from and speeds up to a gig. Not to mention each package includes a Wi-Fi 6 wireless router and access to our Mintel Smart Home app, giving you complete control of your network backed by our award-winning customer service. Go ahead and dance till your heart's content in whatever reality you want, even if it's virtual. Mulberry Telecommunications offering the best gig in town. Sign up today at Mintel.net and experience the Mintel difference.
Back here in a packed house at Rossville High School for the Oracles and the Hornets. So we get ready for our starting lineup tonight. They are presented by Ardente Dental. Healthy smiles start here. And first for the visitors in black gets the Oracles of Delphi, led by second-year head coach Dr. Chad Pulver. Right at the top of the list for the Oracles, number 2, Caden McAtee, the 6'2 senior, leader in scoring and three-point shooting a year ago, the three-sport athlete back for a senior campaign. Also in the backcourt, Zane Tessier, a 6'1 junior. Last year averaged 6 points per game and almost 4 rebounds per contest as well. 6'5 sophomore is number 12, Weston Brown, 3 points and 4 rebounds last year as a freshman. Levi Coghill, who Brady mentioned to keep your eyes on tonight, he wears number 21. He averaged 4 points and a rebound last year as a sophomore. And the coach's son, the man in the middle, 6'9", Calden Pulver, averaged 4 points and 3 rebounds last year, and he has added a lot to his game this year. Expect the big man to get out and run if Ross is going to let him do that.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm really looking forward to, having talked to Coach. I expect more things out of his son this year, and it's going to be fun to watch.
On the other side for Rossville, as the lights go dark here for the Hornets, under the direction of their 12th-year head coach, Corey Dunn, his 20th season overall as a high school basketball coach in Indiana. We mentioned off the top, Braden Teeley-Hahn, leading scorer last year, 19 points per ball game, almost 3 made threes. He was also second in rebounds from the guard position. He wears number 5. The coach's son, Cooper Dunn, wears number 11. He's the true point guard, a junior, 7 points per game last year, and third in made three-point baskets. In the front court, Brody Skinner, 6'1", 185-pound senior, wears number 21. Coach Dunn told us you're not going to find anyone that works harder than Brody Skinner. Aiden Schomburg wears number 22. He's a 6'1 junior guard. He transferred in from Harrison. Did not play for the varsity a season ago, but somebody that Ross was very excited to have. And rounding out the starting lineup is a 5'10 junior, Nolan Britt, who wears number 45. He averaged 8 points and 3 rebounds per game last year. They're hoping for a breakout scoring year from Nolan Britt. So a packed house tonight here from Rossville High School as the Hornets finish their starting lineups tonight here in front of their home crowd. We mentioned both these teams met in the season opener a year ago, with Rossville victorious by 4 over on Delphi's home floor. Tonight's officials presented by Wampler's Disposal Service and Recycling, where recycling makes sense. Our officiating crew tonight, Sean Laux, Grant Covey, and Bryce Barton. Well, Brady Laurie, let's tip off the 2025-26 boys basketball season, shall we?
We shall. This is going to be a really interesting matchup, and it'll be nice to see who worked hard this last summer, who spent that time in the driveway or at the gym doing the individual shooting workouts, who worked on their ball handling, who's ready to take it up a notch from last year.
Both of these teams are excited with their groups they have this year, and we are underway here from Rossville High School as Skinner able to win the tip from Pulver, who had 8 inches on him, and Teeley-Hahn quickly operating here for the Hornets.
Brody Skinner jumps with his heart. that was impressive.
They wanted the backdoor cut to Teeley-Hahn, back outside to Dunn. Tessier defending Teeley-Hahn into a double team. Putting on the deck is Schomburg, the new Hornet. From the short range, halfway down and out. Crashing the glass, but out of bounds off the hands of Skinner, and it's going over to Delphi.
And we're going to see pretty much all man-to-man, I expect, tonight from both teams. That was a nice session there defensively for Delphi. You can tell they're going to give Telehan as much attention as they can.
Pulver setting the screen up high for Coghill. Back outside Tessier. Bluffed the three, got into the paint, blocked from behind, and both teams come up empty on their first possession. Telehan wants to go wall to wall, and it just rims out, but he'll clean it up and get 2.
And Coach did say he felt like Telehan had gotten stronger. I see evidence of that right there. That was a really tough take. Didn't come up with it initially, stayed with it, strong rebound, and right back up.
30-second timeout here for Delphi. Let's just tell you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Frankfort Eagles Post 976, serving our community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfort Eagles offer something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfort. 52 seconds into game number 1, and Dr. Chad Pulver not happy with what he's seen out of his Oracles through the first couple of seconds of action. Did not like that rebounding, I think, in particular, letting Telehan get his own miss in the quick putback.
Yeah, I imagine he mentioned a thing or two about getting a body on somebody and not letting them get a second chance opportunity.
No changes in the starting 5 for Delphi. Nice seeing eye pass to Coghill, who went up and got hammered by Skinner.
Really good back cut there. Coach Dunn might not be happy with the way Cooper Dunn defended there. He kind of got lost. Great back cut and a really good find by Tessier.
Tonight's game is brought to you by Dan Genda Funeral Home, with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Dan Genda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dangenda.com. Dan Genda Funeral Homes, where we put family first. So Coghill able to split the pair. He struggled from the line last year, Brady. Made just 5 of his 13 attempts. That's just 38%.
Which doesn't make sense because he's got a really good-looking jump shot. He's a good shooter. That's good form. Just some guys struggle at the free throw line. It's almost like being a second baseman who can't throw it to first.
Telehan posting up, backing down. Tessier turn around from the mid-range, swish for Braden Telehan.
That is just typical of him. He is such a good shooter in any capacity, fading away, off the dribble, standing still at the three-point line. He's a fantastic shooter.
McAtee, the leading scorer last year for the Oracles. Going to get a shot that he liked, spinning off balance and getting that one to drop. Weston Brown.
Oh, that was impressive, too. That was well defended, and he still managed to fight off the contact and knock it down.
And traffic was done. Catch and shoot 3-ball. Schomburg just off the mark. Pulver collides, and he taps the ball over to Weston Brown. Oracles quickly up the floor. Brown, 3, short. And the rebound is Aiden Schomburg's as Rossville quickly up the floor. Long three-point try done. Glances off the rim and into the hands of the 6'9 Pulver. Tessier looking for the lead against Britt. No one home. Pulver, the tallest guy there, couldn't put it in from point-blank range, but Coghill saves it with his back to the floor. Then weaving move for McAtee. His finger rolled in and go, but Pulver crashes the glass.
And that's what Coach was talking about. He's doing things that are more athletic. He's running the floor better, and that was anybody that size that can catch and shoot like that, the sky's the limit, really.
Telehan steps in, a little shoulder shake move for 3, and Telehan has got all 7 of Rossville's points.
You just can't say enough about his shooting ability. He'll shoot it off the dribble, step backs. He's got it all. He's got every shot in the bag.
He was a percentage point away in both field goal shooting and free throw shooting last year from a 50-40-90 season, as McAtee able to answer with a 3-ball of his own.
It's a really fun start to this game.
Telehan right down the middle, and if some is good, more is better. 9 for Braden Telehan.
And in last year's game, he scored or assisted on the first probably 10 or 12 points. This is typical for him.
Had a game-high 20 last year, adding those 5 assists. Up and down action here through our first almost 4 minutes. Rossville almost stole it away, and then a kicked ball as then Pulvers falls hard to the floor. Logan Smith coming in for Delphi. Lane Edmonds, Yuri Castilla. William Wood in there for Delphi, and Andrew Woolen in there for Rossville as well. Wholesale changes, McAtee with a soft floater.
He looks like a guy that worked on it in the summer. That's a nice one, just runner off of 1 foot. Interesting, I wasn't expecting the mass substitutions this early in the game, but I know, nice.
Castilla.
That's a good look. I know Coach Dunn thinks a lot of him as a shooter.
McAtee with a 2 on the other, and he's got an early 7. Back and forth we go in traffic. And unable to capitalize was Edmonds. By the way, that's Castilla's first made three-pointer of his varsity career. He had come in 0 for 2 for the last couple of campaigns.
And Coach Dunn told us on the phone, he said he's a shooter, and you and I look at the stats from last year, and we're like, okay, we'll see. And he comes right in and knocks it down immediately. But I was saying I didn't expect to see all this substitution this early in the game, but to be honest, this has been an up-and-down game, and I know coaches were concerned about them being gassed. You know, this is the first game of the year. These guys might not be in the best basketball shape just yet.
First free throw for Lane Edmonds, 6'6" junior who just started playing basketball as a freshman. Foul was on Logan Smith of Delphi, his first. Same amount for the team. And only able to get the second one was Edmonds. Here comes Delphi the other way, trailing by a single point. Brown attacks, gets to the rim, and he puts Delphi back in front.
Looked like there might have been a little contact on that, too. It was a nice, tough take.
Brown with 4 early points. Averaged less than that a season ago. Here's a volleyball line 3 from Braden Teely-Hahn.
Looks like somebody else worked really hard this summer. And you can tell physically he looks stronger than he did last year. And this game was played exactly 1 year ago tomorrow, and he looked a lot thinner then.
Goes up and challenges the shot from Tessier, blocks it. Woods' putback doesn't go, but a late whistle might send 0 and Black to the free throw line. 12 of Rossville's 16 points belong to Braden Teely-Hahn. And Wood to the line for 1. Edmonds the guilty party here for Rossville. Healthy Communities of Clinton County offers free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, prenatal appointment assistance, smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. Able to get the rolls, the sophomore William Wood.
And Delphi, at this point, basically splitting free throws. If they shoot 50%, that's what they did last year, and you lose a close game shooting 50% from the free throw line. They've got to start hitting these things. Teely-Hahn's handles and the step back. That was a heat check. He's allowed that for sure. After hitting one from the volleyball line, you got to try it next time down, don't you?
First miss from the field tonight. As McAtee able to answer, that's going to force a Rossville full timeout.
McAtee's such a good slasher. Gets to the rim, finishes nicely. And I was curious about how, I know we talked about it before the game, how McAtee would be affected by losing Walker Jones, because Walker Jones got a lot of attention, and that sometimes can help you as a scorer. If you've got another guard that gets a lot of attention too, there's less opportunity for them to double team you, and he's handling it really well, it looks like to me. So that was one of the things I was curious about. Without Walker Jones, is McAtee going to step up, and is he going to be able to? And he certainly appears to be on his way.
9 in the opening quarter here for McAtee. Remember, he averaged 12 points a game last year to lead Delphi in that category. He's also made a 3-point shot tonight. Rossville's played 8 men so far here in the first quarter. 7 have seen the floor here for Delphi.
And we're seeing some new faces there. Woolen was there last year. I didn't see him play much. And then we got Schaumburg. So a lot of new faces, a lot of guys out here that we're not super familiar with yet, but it's going to be fun to watch them.
9th player in, Caden Skinner. T. Lee Hahn short. And Schaumburg able to gather in the miss for Rossville, and a foul. Slows things down right there. It's on Logan Smith, and that's his second. Coming off the bench here for Delphi. Not what Dr. Pulver wanted to see, as Smith will exit stage left. And Tate Bernhardt comes in for the first time. So both teams now, Brady, have played 9 guys here in the first quarter with 2 minutes left.
They make it tough on us to keep track of everybody, don't they?
T. Lee Hahn trying to create. Here's the younger of the Skinner brothers. Schaumburg sees Pulver coming out on the switch.
And as a new face, as a younger player, getting to play, getting these opportunities from these coaches is a great thing. It's a great opportunity for you to go out and show them that you can play at this level. It's going to get you more minutes later on in the season.
McAtee found Pulver on a screen. The roll, turnaround doesn't go. Pulver's put back. The second time didn't go. The third time missed, but he was fouled. And you can see the improved motor and mobility from Calden Pulver here early on.
Yeah, guy who got 4.4 points a game. You can see the marked improvement.
Tonight's game presented by the Willow Creek Barn. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's Best of Weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
And you can see the pace is different here. The score was 17-17 after the first quarter last year. We still got almost 2 minutes to go. But boy, we just keep seeing missed free throws. And it's early in the season, I get it, but man, there's 15-foot shots with nobody guarding you. You got to make them.
That's the 4th missed free throw for Delphi here in the first quarter. Schaumburg, who transferred from Harrison High School, misses off the window. Bernhardt there to gather in the misses. Delphi quickly flies up the floor. McAtee, Tessier, baseline drive, and the lead is 3 for Delphi. Then turned over here by the Hornets. Into the breadbasket of Brown. Tessier able to hang and avoid Schaumburg.
I'm glad that worked out for him. That is easily my least favorite move in basketball. You let a guy go around you and you knock it loose from behind. You're just asking to foul, but it sure worked out good for him, for Tessier in that situation.
Less than a minute to go here in the first. Schaumburg at the controls with T. Lee Hahn on the bench for the first time tonight. It looks like a traveling violation called here against Rossville. Brady, you were mentioning a little bit ago how the pace has ramped up. It seems like once we got to the 6-minute mark, both of these teams mashed the accelerator to the floor. They haven't let up since.
Well, I guess if you're playing 9 guys aside, you can instruct them to go as absolutely hard as you can, because we're going to get guys in there that are fresh and then just keep recycling it. I like it. I enjoy watching games at this pace.
High pass for Brown. He couldn't gather it in, and now Rossville on the 3-on-3. Schaumburg threaded the needle into Dunn, and they'll say he was in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line for free throws.
I'm going to like the Schaumburg kid. That was a pass. That looked like a Cooper Dunn type pass. I mean, it was hard, and it was right on him quickly. Worked out good because the Cooper could get to the free throw line here. Cooper's one of those guys, it's almost like a Brett Favre type of point guard where he fires the ball at guys, and sometimes it might be a little too firm, but he's got a real good point guard mentality. I really like watching him play.
That stops the 7-0 run for Delphi following the second made 3 of the night for Braden T. Lee Hahn. Dunn, the coach's son, makes both free throws, and Rossville down by one 3-point basket. McAtee got into the air on the baseline with still 20 seconds left to play in the first. Tessier curling his way in, didn't go. And then Edmonds gets hammered hard with a defensive rebound by Brown.
It's just good physical basketball, nothing malicious about it.
Number 1 on Brown, number 4 on Delphi here in the first. A packed house tonight here at Rossville High School, and a lot of students there were voicing their displeasure of watching one of their own mates get hammered hard to the floor.
Heard a lot of parents in that, too. Always getting on those zebras down there. But we say it every broadcast. We really appreciate IHSAA's officials. These guys are great.
Teely Hahn back on the floor. Look at this thing. He's missed 3 in a row. Edmonds tried to clean it up, but he was just off target. But Teely Hahn with 12 first-quarter points to pace Rossville, but it's Delphi with a 3-point lead after 1 here on the ISC Sports Network.
I brought you a present. A book.
Follow the adventures of the Ardente Dental team as they fight cavities, gum disease, and create beautiful, healthy smiles.
Inconceivable!
Hello, my name is Dr. Snyder. You cause cavities. Prepare to die.
Inconceivable!
To make your smile look straight and fine, our braces per month are just $1.99.
Inconceivable!
You keep using that word, I do not think it means what you think it means.
Have fun at Ardente Dental.
Frankfurt Eagles 976, serving with the community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. Golf leagues, bingo, concerts, kid parties, cookouts, and more. For more information on who we are and what we do, visit FOE.com or stop by Frankfurt Eagles at 408 North Main Street, Frankfurt, Indiana.
1 quarter in the books, 21-18, the Delphi lead. At the end of a quarter in this game a year ago, Delphi ended up losing, but the second quarter ended up being fruitful for them a year ago.
Yeah, they came out right out of the gate to start the second quarter with a couple threes. McAtee hit a couple, and then senior Keegan Watts knocked one down, and they were hyped. It looked like they were going to try to run away with this thing first half of the second quarter, but then Rossville stayed methodical, and they just did what they do. They got Teely Hahn some shots and got to the free throw line and just stayed with it, and then they only trailed by 3 at the half.
5 starters back on the floor here for Delphi. Andrew Woolen, a little bit of a makeshift zone out here for Rossville as they go to the zone look here to start the second quarter. Catch and shoot 3, McAtee. Couldn't get her to go. Pulver missed the rebound as Teely Hahn has the miss. Here comes Rossville the other way. Flinging it forward to Britt, and then back to the trailing Dunn. Look at the ball movement here for Rossville around the horn, and one up coming for Andrew Woolen going right at Pulver.
That was a perfect read to go baseline right there, and he's quick enough to get there before the help can get to him. They get there just in time to foul him and send him to the free throw line. That was an excellent drive. By the way, some broadcaster said you wouldn't see much you wouldn't see much zone. You'd see primarily man-to-man, but
left.
They did come out. Well, and we'll see. Sometimes you do that out of a dead ball or to start the quarter or out of a timeout once in a while. So I don't expect we're going to see a ton of zone.
McAtee knifes in, hangs, and he got fouled by Edmonds.
That's when Edmonds, he's 6'6". Just stay straight up. I mean, you can affect that shot without pulling your arms down and trying to block it.
At Tier 1 Meat Company, we take pride in delivering locally sourced premium beef and pork, the kind of meat that honors the land, respects the craft, and fuels families with real flavor. From custom processing to mission-ready catering, we bring the firepower to elevate every meal and every moment. Founded by veterans, every cut is elite and every customer is family. Step into Tier 1 at 128 West Catherine Street in Flora or visit us online at tier1meatco.com. Sure, a lot of folks have been hitting up Tier 1 Meat Co, trying to get ready for the Thanksgiving holiday. That'll be tomorrow. Both free throws missed there by McAtee, and then Rossville throws the ball away as missed free throws have become an epidemic here for Delphi early. That's 5 of them.
I had my head in my hands for the first time ever doing a broadcast. These poor guys just make them.
Make that 6 missed free throws on the night here for Delphi. We mentioned it plagued them a year ago, missed 8 of their 15 attempts, and a 4-point loss to this Rossville club. Tessie almost lost his footing. Coghill to McAtee, who thought about it. Got the 2 feet, jump stop. Now he's got to get out of the paint quick. Coghill swings it over to Brown, who was open for a moment. Pulver in traffic, fall away for about 12 feet, was off the front of the rim. Rossville throws it up the length of the floor. Teely Hahn up the floor to Brody Skinner, who came in during the free throws, and he'll go to the line for a couple of freebies.
Well, I see what Coach Dunn was talking about. He said he said that Caden Skinner is like Brody Skinner in guard form, and he's not lying. That's a strong kid right there.
Foul on Weston Brown, number 2 on him. And Skinner will have one more free throw. Tonight's game is brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, we rank number 1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in our athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is number 1 across the board in and around our community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more information, or call us at 765-379-2990 to set up an on-site visit. Second free throw good by Skinner. Our game tied at 21.
Seeing a little more zone here. I don't know if they're just trying to dare him to shoot or just what the motivation might be.
You see Tessier, the junior, directing traffic against the 2-3 zone of Rossville. Goes right down the middle, out to a catch and shoot. Coghill 3, no good, and the rebound is underneath for Brody Skinner.
That's a good look, though. Good effort, nice passing, and he had his feet under him. Ooh, another great take by T. Lee Hahn.
That puts Rossville back in front. He's got 14 here early on in the first half.
That kid is a scorer.
Just a junior, came in now over 800 points in his decorated high school career and gets another offensive or another defensive rebound there. Dunn dumps off to Woolen, corner to Britt. Little pitch pass in, nice ball movement out in front, but it just rolls off for B. Skinner, and then a Rossville foul all the way 84 feet away from their rim.
That was all good ball movement, just didn't finish the easy little bunny in the middle of the lane that sometimes is the hardest shot in the gym. You get a little 10-footer out in front or 10-footer on the baseline. Those are tougher shots than people think.
Foul number 2 on Brody Skinner. Colin Pulver exiting here for Delphi. Logan Smith on for the first time here in the second quarter, along with William Wood. McAtee trying to find help and finds it in Smith. Coghill has it ripped away by Dunn, trying to beat Delphi to the other end. No good, and the cleanup will go out of bounds off the hands of Schomburg, who came in during the stoppage. After the two teams combined for 39 points in that opening quarter, the offense has slowed here in the second. Rossville remains in the zone defense that has given Delphi fits here in the second quarter, but not getting fits is Logan Smith as he weaves and bangs and scores and has a chance at 3.
And it's so good to see out of a big kid like Pulver at 6'9", making a point guard type pass right there. And you see it a lot in the NBA with Jokic now. It's become a thing that you want your post players to be able to see across the floor and make good passes like that. That's great.
Braden White whistled for the foul, senior on the floor for the first time here tonight after not playing in the first. And that's the 7th missed free throw of the night here for the folks from Delphi. Long range, T. Lee Hahn 3 right down the hatch. Brady, he had missed 3 in a row, but that type of range and that confidence didn't look like it right there.
Yeah, he's got in the gym range. He's one of those guys that he could shoot it when he gets off the bus, and he's just gotten nothing but stronger, and it shows.
Coghill attacks, pulls up from the mid-range, and he knocks that one down.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys that's really, really good at that shot off the dribble in the mid-range.
T. Lee Hahn on the other end, and he gets the 2 right back.
It's like he's playing a video game.
19 already for T. Lee Hahn, and we're only halfway home in the second.
I'm going to spend halftime looking up records. I don't know what their single-game scoring record is offhand.
Tessier, nice jump stop to get to 2 feet and lays it in. Rossville leaking out. White able to gather it in, and he softly converts.
You can tell Rossville wants to push it a little bit. Guys are getting out in front and getting some easy baskets like that.
The zone had given Delphi some fits here early on. They've done a better job trying to attack it here in the last couple of possessions. Tessier wanted to give it off to Coghill. Baseline pass. This is McAtee. Quick swing and a quick shot from Smith. Off the heel, and now Rossville's off to the races once again. Britt fumbled on the way up, knocked away by Tessier. Oracle's on the other end, but they give it away on a long-range interception by Braden Teely-Hahn. Britt bumped on the attack by Smith. That's number 3 on Logan Smith.
Whew. It's almost like open gym.
I know. Got to catch your breath a little bit here.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. Man. They are up and down.
Tessier will remain as the only man on the floor here for Delphi, along with McAtee. Pulver, Brown, and Bernhardt all back on for the Oracles. Timeout on the floor. See exactly who called here. It's a 30-second timeout. And I think it's a Delphi timeout, so that's their second. Mulberry Telecommunications offers high-speed fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. We are a local telecommunications cooperative that has been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that we have expanded our services into Carroll County, we're excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to our fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. So that was a Rossville 30-second timeout. Long range again, Teely-Hahn, short. Gathers his own miss on the baseline, then somehow found Schomburg on a cross-court deal. That was just off the mark as Yuri Costilla is shoved out of bounds, and the Rossville fans beside themselves that there wasn't a foul call.
Yeah, it did look like he might have had some contact there. I don't think he fell down on his own, but maybe he was on the line. I don't know, but the crowd sure didn't like it.
Tessier slowing it down, again trying to help Delphi figure out this 2-3 Rossville zone defense. Delphi 7-0 run put them in the driver's seat early on in the first. They led by 3 at the end of the quarter. Shot no good, and then Brown, who missed the shot, got banged down by his teammate Pulver. Hornets trying to build on their 3-point advantage. Took the lead at 23-21 earlier here in the stanza. Schomburg goes right by Pulver to the rim, who fouled him.
Yeah, tough little series for Pulver there. He made another nice pass in the lane there. Unfortunately, wasn't finished, and then he just went after it so strong to try to get that rebound and knocked his own teammate down, and then we go off to the other end. Now, that's not a bad foul. That's one he's just trying to contest Schomburg's shot. I think he's playing a really nice half of basketball so far.
Free throw woes continue to pile up here for both teams tonight. Wamplers is a place where recycling always makes sense. Please call Wamplers at 659-3721 for all your trash, recycling, and scrap needs. Wamplers Disposal Service and Recycling, family owned since 1948. Second free throw doesn't go. Schomburg tied up with, White tied up with Pulver. And the possessioner will keep it here with Rossville. That is Braden White going against the tallest guy on the floor and not backing down.
Yeah, that's nice effort right there.
Both teams are not going to like to see their free throw shooting numbers when they get to the halftime locker room tonight.
Watch. Yep, there he is.
And a swish.
They run almost all of their out-of-bounds plays in that box formation, and you've just got to watch number 5 because he's going to come off a screen somewhere. Sometimes he inbounds it. They set a screen. He pops out. That one they set a nice little screen on the lane to get him open out in the corner.
22 points for Teely-Hahn to lead the game. He's 4 of 8 from three-point distance. Reach and foul here on Rossville, with the foul going to Cooper Dunn, number 1 on him. 6-point lead, the biggest one of the night here for Rossville. Delphi is led by as many as 5 this evening. Back to the man-to-man for Rossville. McAtee trying to get going with a 3. Rebounded by Bernhardt and back outside the arc once again. McAtee's pass knocked out of the air, and Rossville with another steal. And then a foul way back in the backcourt on either McAtee or Pulver. That's the 5th one against the Oracles. That's going to put Rossville at the line for the final minute 26. That's the third one on the big man, Calden Pulver.
Yeah, it was a little risky leaving him in there with 2 fouls here this late in the second quarter. Oftentimes you get 2, you might just sit until the third quarter. I bet you coach is kind of wishing he had thought that way.
Pulver exiting there at the top of your screen. Coghill back on here for Delphi, done with one more free throw. Made 68% of his freebies a year ago. That's his first miss on the line tonight. Tealihan with the rebound, and his banker off the high window drops. 24 here in the first half for Tealihan. Unable to answer on the other end is Delphi. This 9-point lead, the biggest of the night.
We'll do some halftime highlights, but we may not have much time for anything other than Tealihan shots.
He has almost matched Delphi's output by himself. Delphi currently beating Braden 27-24. Pass on the baseline. Nice strong take. Missed, but the offensive rebound kicked out to Britt, whose 3 was off the left side of the rim. That's Woolen, who gets his second offensive rebound of this possession. Britt to Tealihan, step back 3, and he's got 3 more. 27 first half points as Braden Tealihan has matched Delphi's output by himself.
This is incredible.
A red-hot shooting night for the junior Braden Tealihan, and his team leads by 12. A much-needed 3 doesn't go for McAtee. Put back by Tessier does not go, and guess who has it? Tealihan up the floor to Schomburg. Trailing the plays. 3 doesn't go for Dunn.
All right, Cooper. You know when somebody's in the zone, you got to get it to him. He's a point guard. He's aware of that. He just wanted to join the party.
Delphi wants to hold for the final shot. Find themselves down by 12 in the blink of an eye, thanks to the spectacular Braden Tealihan. 2 seconds left. McAtee off 1 foot. Does not go. And the first half, a.k.a. the Braden Tealihan show, has reached intermission. The junior has 27 of his team's 39 points, and he has matched Delphi's scoring output all by himself. It's Rossville ahead by 12 at recess here on the ISC Sports Network.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
Day & Genda Funeral Home, proudly putting family first, strives to care and honor the families of Clinton and Carroll County in ways that share the loved one's story. In our effort to serve your family at the highest of quality, we have added our own crematories, one for your loved one and another crematory for your furry family members. Contact us for information on how we can serve your family. Day & Gender Funeral Home, putting family first.
In this town, game day starts long before kickoff. It's the work behind the scenes that makes champions. At Tier 1 Meat Company, we prep with the same focus, discipline, and pride as the hometown heroes we feed. From our block to your block, fuel every victory. Tier 1 Meat Company. Mission, feed the fans. Standard, champion quality. Scan the QR code for a game day upgrade.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
A lot of action going on the floor here at Rossville at halftime. Kids out here taking some free throws before the Thanksgiving holiday coming up tomorrow. Happy early Thanksgiving to everybody watching at home And Rossville on top by 12 here at the break as they outscored Delphi 21-6 in that second quarter. Brady, I'd ask you for your thoughts of the whole first half, but I think I'll just make it one very specific question. Are you not entertained by Braden Teely-Hahn here in the first half?
Is that number 5?
That is.
He's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Oh, my gosh. He is absolutely in his bag tonight. He's hitting everything, step backs, fadeaways. I love the little bank shot he hit just a little bit ago. He is so much fun to watch, and we kind of mentioned it during the break. I mean, the kid's trying his best to get his name in the running for a state all-star position. So if he keeps this up, he's going to get a lot of attention.
We had asked his head coach, Corey Dunn, about college recruiting, any interest early. Braden might want to make sure his phone's charged tonight and over the weekend after the show tonight. 27 points. He had 15 in the second half alone, and he has 27 of his team's 39, and as you can see there, he has put up the same amount of points as Delphi has as a team. Yeah.
I was going to say the other thing about this game, I'm watching these kids out here shooting free throws. Some of these guys could probably help Delphi with their form and whatnot because some of the kids are making them, and Delphi is not.
Yeah, they missed almost 10 free throws in the first half. That was the other thing we talked about early on. Rossville missed a bunch of free throws in this matchup last year. Delphi had the lead until late into the second half. The free throw woes hurt them as well, and they really could have been able to keep this, built their lead, which is only as big as 6 back, or 5 or 6 back in that first quarter, but they missed almost 10 free throws in the first half.
Yeah, you're just burying yourself if you don't have the ability to, and they do a decent job of getting to the line. We were getting some good aggressive takes out of Tessier, and you get down there, McAtee, you get down there, you get fouled, you got to go get rewarded for it, and they just don't seem to make that a priority, or there's some sort of glitch that they just don't have the confidence to knock down these free throws.
It's been a tough night shooting the free throws for Delphi. Rossville, though, clicking on all cylinders. They've turned up the offensive wick here in the second half as they lead by 12 here at intermission. We'll take a break, come back, and show you some first half highlights. Just a spoiler, there's going to be a lot of Braden Teely-Hahn in those highlights coming up. So you missed the first half to see what BTH did. Come back in a little bit. We'll show you what he did here on ISC.
Welcome to Trinity Hope Center. Here we are actively engaged in our recovery community with a multitude of activities including peer recovery coaching, a full computer lab, grief groups, relapse prevention, pre- and postnatal support group, educational workshops for family members with addicted loved ones, expungent workshops, parent cafes, Saturday pro-social activities, recovery walk club, book club, and even video game nights. For more information, give us a call at 765-250-1845.
Meet Henry. Henry is hip. Henry loves the new Mintel TV streaming app. And check out Helen. With features like Cloud DVR, Restart, and Look Back TV, Helen never misses her favorite shows. And this is Bob. Bob can't contain his excitement for the new Mintel TV streaming app. Bob is proving that you actually can teach an old dog new tricks. What do you say, Bob? Does the Mintel TV app get a thumbs up? All right, Bobby-o. Mintel TV, the next generation of awesome. Upgrade today.
Halftime here at Rossville High School as the Hornets trying to win their 4th straight game over Delphi here the last couple of seasons as these two teams open up the campaign for the second year in a row. Our halftime show first segment was brought to you by the Willow Creek Barn. Our halftime highlights are brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications. And Braden Teely-Hahn put on a show in the first half. Brady, 27 points, including 12 in the first quarter alone.
And there you see that newfound strength. He works hard this summer. Take some contact, and I love the fadeaway. You've got to be strong to shoot that fadeaway like that.
Put it on the deck, got to the rim. He was also 4 of 8 from three-point range, and the 27 points, fantastic, but he also was able to pull down almost 5 or 6 rebounds in that first half as well.
That's just that strength, and he's stronger, he's quicker, he's more mature. I love this.
First made three of Yuri Castilla's varsity career. McAtee on the other end, that full extension right-hand finger roll. He had 9 to lead Delphi in the opening half.
That's a good, strong take there, too. It looked like he had some contact. That's the one I said it was nice that he could absorb that contact and still finish.
And then when you're hot, you just pull up from the volleyball line and rattle in a triple try. Teely-Hahn had missed 3 in a row. That's what got him going. And then an aggressive move for Andrew Woolen for his only basket of the first half. That was one of the 3 first-half fouls on the big man Pulver.
Here's that pull-up jumper. Knock it down.
Coghill had 3 points in the opening half of play, but as we saw, breakneck speed, and you find 5 in White, and he knows how to put the ball in the cup. Tessier crossing in here for Delphi. He had 6 in that first half here to help out the cause for the Oracles, but leaking out, and a nice job here by Braden White, the senior, able to gather his feet, stay composed, and put it in.
And here's that out-of-bounds play. We're going to see him shoot off of those out-of-bounds plays a lot.
And off the missed free throw, little step back off the high window.
That's a kid who's been in the gym all summer long, working on everything, including bank shots.
And one more 3 for good measure. That got Teely Hahn to 27 in the first half, and he had 15 of those 21 second quarter points for the Oracles. Highlights brought to you by Mulberry Telecommunications, the best gig in town. Come back at 60 for halftime adjustments and the second half tip-off between Rossville and Delphi.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts here. To book your dream wedding, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
At Wampler's Disposal and Recycling, we take pride in offering waste management for commercial and residential clients. As an industry leader, Wampler's Disposal and Recycling brings the most professional and responsive collection service in the business. Since 1948, our family-owned and operated company has provided excellent service at competitive rates. We offer container rentals as well. Our longevity in the industry is a testament to our excellent service. We serve all of Clinton, Tippecanoe, Boone, Howard, and Carroll counties. For all your waste removal needs, call Wampler Services Incorporated today. You can reach us at 765-659-3721. Visit us online at wamplerservicesinc.com.
A lot to cheer about if you're a fan of the Rossville Hornets. 39-27 the lead here for Rossville at the break. Season opening contest for the Hornets and the Delphi Oracles. Rick and Brady back here with you. Halftime adjustments. Well, I think if you're Rossville, you keep giving the ball to Braden Teely Hahn as much as possible. On the other side for Delphi, how do you try to slow a guy down that's this scorching hot?
It's one of those things that you can't really zone them because he's such a great shooter. Nobody can guard him one-on-one, at least tonight. You're going to have to bring some help from somewhere, and there's enough talent on this Rossville team that you can't really leave anybody. So I can't wait to see what Coach Pulver's drawn up and what he's going to do to try to throw some cold water on that guy.
Teely Hahn had 27 in the first half. Dunn had 3. Castilla had 3. Woolen 2. White 2 for the scoring tonight here for the Hornets as Delphi starts the ball here. Coming out of the halftime locker room trying to get some offensive footing here, down by a game-high 12.
They're back to this zone. It worked effectively, so I appreciate that they're coming out and trying it again here.
Tessier did a good job of attacking the zone in the first half. Nice engagement. Too strong. Pulver off the catch and the putback.
All right, now, only thing he's got to watch is this foul situation. With him having 3, just got to be real careful down there that you don't push off on anybody or go over anybody's back and get a cheap one.
Teely Hahn, handoff. Couldn't get his 5th 3 of the night, but another offensive rebound for Schomburg. And an attack to the rim. Foul on the take there was a member of the Rossville Hornets. That was Brody Skinner. That's number 4. That is number 4 on Pulver.
And Brody's impressed me. I like his physicality. I really do. He's a strong kid. He's gotten himself to the free throw line. He's got to knock him down, though. He missed him in the first half, too.
Free throw shooting woes for both teams. Delphi was 2 of 9 from the line in the first half. Rossville was just 5 of 11, now 5 of 12. And Skinner 1 of 3. And now 1 of 4.
On it.
And nobody boxed out, and Delphi avoids disaster there. Pulver saddled to the bench with those 4 personal fouls. As Logan Smith comes in, that's 5 in black. Backs it out and then gives off here to Tessier. Rossville still in the 2-3 zone. Coghill threw it to the cheerleaders as Smith was going to set the screen and didn't see the pass coming his way.
Well, you're down 10. You're not out of it. You just got to take care of the basketball. I'm going to say it again. If you hit some free throws and just take care of the basketball and execute, got to play good defense, you can stay in this game and maybe make a run here to get it tied up or take the lead at some point.
Tilihan asking a couple of different oracles to dance, and there's points 28 and 29 for BTH.
He's just special. That's a tough shot.
And then he gets in a second shot block of the night as he deters Smith, and it's off the oracles and going to the Hornets.
Anything he can't do? I mean, he can block shots, hit that tough fadeaway, and then come down and block a shot right after that. This kid should be sought after in a year when he heads off to college. We still got another whole year to watch him.
Head fake and drive. His shot was blocked, but Weston Brown might have got some of the body going up for the shot block, and that's the second foul against Delphi less than 2 minutes in. That's 3 on Weston Brown. Mulberry Telecommunications offers high school fiber optic internet, streaming TV, and telephone solutions. We are a local telecommunications cooperative that has been serving Clinton and Tippecanoe County for over 120 years. Now that we have expanded our services into Carroll County, we are excited to join your neighborhood and welcome you to our fiberhood. Learn more at www.mintel.net or call 765-296-2885. No surprise, Tilihan, an excellent free throw shooter, 89% a year ago. And he has now outscored Delphi by himself. 31-29 for favor of Tilihan. Rossville back to the man-to-man look. Smith's wrap pass deflected by Schomburg, then dives on the floor. Couldn't come away with it, but good hustle there by the newcomer. Losing the dribble, Schomburg tried to get his hand there against Tessier, but might have gotten part of the arm.
Yeah, I think Schomburg was begging to get called for a foul there. He did the old reach behind thing that we don't like, and then he kind of swatted at it on the other side. So he was asking for a foul.
They actually gave it to Cooper Dunn. That's the second on the point guard. McAtee can't dial it in from distance. Wood jostling for position, couldn't come up with a rebound for Delphi. Britt trying to take it himself, goes right through the defense, but was too strong off the window. McAtee, the leading scorer, just over 12 a game last year for Delphi, had 9 in the first half here for the Oracles. Tessier popping free into a triple team, faked the pass, put up the shot, too strong, and Britt cleans it up. Dunn finds us leaking Skinner up the floor. Brody gathers it in, threw it too softly, and coming back to intercept is Tessier. 3 subs waiting to come in here for Rossville, the next dead ball. Their lead is 14, the biggest it's been all night. Low pass intercepted by Skinner, and did he save it before it went out of bounds? No, as his side hit the sideline right in front of the Delphi bench. Lane Edmonds, Caden Skinner, and Andrew Woolen all check in here for Rossville. Tate Bernhardt right there in the middle of your screen, the newcomer on for Delphi. An early basket for Pulver, and he went to the bench with his 4th personal foul. It's been no scoring since for Delphi in about the last 3 minutes or so. Tilihan with an interception as he continues to pack the stat box here tonight, the box score here this evening. Thought about stepping back, slipped, then gets tangled up with McAtee as he tries to get back to his feet. Long 3, Schomburg. An offensive rebound there for Woolen. C. Skinner through the hands of Edwards. A touch pass off to Schomburg, halfway down and out. Edmonds couldn't get the rebound, but good hustle there from Tilihan. But a foul is called, and we'll see who it goes against for Rossville.
I appreciate Aiden Schomburg's shooter mentality, but you got a guy that's in the zone right now. It'd be a good idea to work it around, maybe see if you can't get him another good look.
That man would be Braden Tilihan, 31 points here for Rossville, 27 in the first half. And he did come out of the come off the floor for a couple of moments in the first half to catch his breath. Open look at three, McAtee. Much needed there for Delphi.
And that's what we expected out of him. He's a nice quality shooter. It's just been a tough night for Delphi.
Teely Hahn's already hit 1 3 from the volleyball line tonight. Between the legs bounce, almost lost as he draws the eyes of two defenders. C. Skinner spins, driving with reckless abandon as Wool into the rim.
Yep, it's very similar to almost the exact same move he put on down on the other end in the first half.
McAtee puts it on the deck, lost it. Thrown into the middle as Coghill gets hammered and able to glass it in.
That's a great find and really a great cut by Coghill. Tough catch and finish.
Delphi back to within 11. Teely Hahn feeling it from the volleyball line, and he strokes home his 5th 3 tonight.
Let's go. It's like we're watching his own individual workout. I bet you he shoots those in his individual workouts. I'm sure of it. So he's not scared.
It's Braden Teely Hahn, 34, Delphi 34, with 2 and 45 seconds left to play in the third. McAtee almost lost his footing, and another rebound here for Teely Hahn. He's knocking on the door of a double-double here tonight. Off balance 3. Oh, my goodness!
This is a dream game. This is the kind of, when you're in the zone, this is the kind of thing you just dream of. And he's anticipating. He's doing absolutely everything right. He's the one playing chess when everybody else is playing checkers. It's amazing. Fun to watch.
37 points for the stellar junior. 6 of 11 from three-point distance. And a couple of steals, a couple of blocks, and almost 10 boards to boot.
And he can't wait to get it and get in position to get off another shot. Every time he lets go of it, he knows it's going in. It's the best feeling in the world.
Longest 3 of the night, and he got another one!
Yep.
40 for Braden Teely Hahn, who can do no wrong tonight. He has got Rossville on fire, and McAtee douses the Flames with a big-time 3 as something fell on the floor.
And this Teely Hahn's in that zone right now. You just can't wait to get it again and shoot it again because you know in your mind that it's going in and nothing's going to stop it. It's supreme confidence. You follow through perfectly. There's no hesitation. He is just in that position right now that shooters dream of. And you wish you could do it every night. I hope for his sake he can do it again, but this is something special tonight.
Let me take this 3 from behind the volleyball line, the longest 3 he's attempted all night. He's got it again with the hand in his face, and that one glances on the side of the rim. Great hustle from Castilla, nice, who saved it off of the Delphi defender's legs.
That was a real heady play by Castilla.
And Teely Hahn exits stage right, and the only time he hasn't been able to score is when he's gone to the bench, and he is a much-deserved standing ovation for just an incredible performance of 40 points with still 106 seconds remaining in our third quarter. Nice find down low, and Skinner lays it in. That's Brody Skinner on the finish.
Well, Delphi just got lost there. I think just the moment right now is their heads are spinning currently.
McAtee starting to feel it from 3, on point but long. And a loose ball foul called against Rossville. We'll keep it here for Delphi.
Well, if I was Coach Dunn, I'm not sure if I would have taken Teely Hahn out unless he was asking to come out. You sure don't want to do anything to slow this momentum and his ability to knock down all these crazy shots. So maybe he'll get a rest and he'll come back in just as hot as he was. But unless he was asking to come out, as a coach, I would have left him on the floor, even if he's taking it easy for the next minute and a half.
Pulver back in. He's got to be careful with the 4 fouls and finishes right in front of the rim.
Yeah, he's successfully made it almost through the entire quarter with no fouls, if I'm not mistaken. So I think he's still got 3.
Moving screen.
Does he have 4 now?
Yep, moving screen by Braden White. Picked one up early on here in the quarter. You mentioned about Teely Hahn maybe being tired. I think I looked up at one point when they were in the zone. He was at the bottom of it, might have been bending over, kind of holding the bottom of his shorts. But then when they got back to the offensive end, he found his wind again and found his rhythm. So
that's a true scorer. Just take my break on defense here.
McAtee's had a nice third quarter. Lobs it into Pulver behind the fronting defender. Shot was blocked from behind by White. Rossville out and running here with Woolen. Cooper Dunn, head coach's son. McAtee walks him back out near midcourt. Here's the younger of the Skinner brothers, Caden. Rossville trying to hold for the final shot with 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter that has been dominated by Braden Teely-Hahn with a game-high 40. See Skinner. Very deliberate offense here from Rossville. As you can see at the top of your screen, Corey Dunn really unhappy with a foul that he thought got missed a few moments ago. And for the final 16 seconds, Superman comes back in here for Rossville. I didn't need to tell you. I probably could have just shut up and let the crowd tell you that.
Yeah, you know they're going to draw something up so that he can let it go here at the end of the quarter.
If you're just joining us, Braden Teely-Hahn is on one and then some. 40 points, 7 of 13 from three. He's got the ball here out near midcourt. Has made one from beyond the volleyball line. Tied off balance again. Back rim, no. Castillo tries to put it up. And Pulver was there, and if that's on him, that's his fifth and final one tonight. We'll wait and see.
Doggone it. I'm sorry. I think I missed his fourth one. I was hoping for his sake he still only had three, but if he's got the fourth and that was his fifth, then
it looks like it was on McAtee,
okay,
so that's just
good.
his second.
Good.
Here's free throws for Castilla. His first varsity free throws for the senior guard.
Yeah, we know he's a shooter. Came directly off the bench and knocked down a three in the first quarter. That's impressive.
And for a guy that had never made a three in a varsity game, and it was the very first shot he took all night, first shot of the season, he stepped in and goes, yep, we're taking this. It's going right up, baby, and it went right through.
I love it.
Teely-Hahn exits for the final 1.8. Castilla makes both freebies. He's got 5 points tonight. Coghill from midcourt, good if it goes, and it's off the front rim. But another dynamic performance, 13 in the third quarter for Braden Teely-Hahn. He's got 40 for Rossville, and the Hornets lead big after 3 here on the ISC Sports Network.
Frankfurt Eagles 976 has bingo every Wednesday night. Early birds beginning at 6 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 7 p.m. Packets are $25 and includes every game you need to play. They also have Saturday bingo the first Saturday of every month, with early birds starting at 4 p.m. and regular bingo starting at 5 p.m. Big game payouts each game with 3 to 4 chances to win different jackpot games each day. Great for individuals or groups because everyone enjoys winning lots of money. You must be 18 years or older to play.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Tonight's game brought to you by JXN Stump Solutions. Tired of unsightly tree stumps ruining your yard? Let us take care of it. We've got the equipment and experience to get the job done right. We offer 3 tiers of service that will rejuvenate your yard, all at competitive, budget-friendly rates. Just call 765-242-9523 today for a free estimate. JXN Stump Solutions, rooted in service, driven to remove. And tonight's game is brought to you by the Frankfurt Eagles, Post 976, serving our community since 1905. With over 900 members locally, the Frankfurt Eagles offers something for everyone. For more information on who they are and what they do, please visit FOE.com or stop by 408 North Main Street in Frankfurt. Fourth quarter underway, Rossville with the ball. The story of the night, Braden Teely-Hahn, who has the ball right here with 40 points. He has outscored Delphi by himself. As Rossville has just been able to shoot the lights out here this evening. 7 made threes for Teely-Hahn. He slashes, goes right at Pulver for 41 and 42.
What else is he going to do? He just took it at a 6'9" guy, absorbed the contact, and still banked it in.
Able to get the 2 back is Tessier on the other end. He's up to 8.
Yeah, I've been impressed with his ability to get the rim. There's that reaching from behind play again. He's not been called on it. He's done it twice. I hate to see that, but well, if it works, it works.
That was Weston Brown with the slip and slide, trying to pull that ball in near midcourt. As Tilihan had it poked away from behind. He's got it here, trying to find his 8th made 3. Yep.
You could tell he caught it squared. When he catches and has that much time to shoot it, you might as well just ring it up.
45 for Tilihan, a carrying violation here against Tessier. Other thing to note, remember, last year Alex Farley set the state record with 10 made 3s in a game. He was at Clinton Prairie. He's now a walk-on at Ball State. So we're keeping our eyes there on Tilihan. Needs 2 more to tie that mark. Fought for in the backcourt. Cooper Dunn comes away with it. Guess who? Tilihan trying to find three-pointer number 9, and he got that one. 48 points for Braden Tilihan. McAtee cannot answer. Ball jarred free. Edmonds had it. Tried to throw it over to Dunn, and the ball led him too much. And it's last touch by Rossville. And you can see Tilihan at the bottom of your screen. That's the first time, maybe the second time that he's shown any sort of fatigue tonight.
Well, as you mentioned earlier, you get the ball back in his hands, he'll be just fine. He'll show no signs of fatigue if he's got the ball.
He is 9 of 16 from 3 for 48 points here in the season opener against Delphi. Tessier weaving, lost it but was fouled, and he'll go up. They'll call it in the act of shooting, and free throws upcoming here for Delphi as we all try to catch our breath here from Rossville High School. Tonight's game is brought to you by Dan Genda Funeral Home with locations in Frankfort, Flora, Mulberry, and Rossville. The compassionate and experienced staff at Dan Genda Funeral Home are dedicated to providing a loving and genuine environment for you to honor your loved one. For more information on our services and community involvement, please visit dayandgenda.com. Dan Genda Funeral Homes, where we put family first.
You know, Rick, I'll be interested to see what happens here in these next 6 minutes as far as Tilihan's playing time goes. As a coach, you love to see your kid have a night like this. It's not like it's a running clock yet or anything like that. I mean, and it's basketball. The guy's just on fire. It's not like you're rubbing it in or anything like that. He's just creating his own. I don't think it's unsportsmanlike to leave him in. He's on a career night, might break some records, some stuff that will live with him the rest of his life. So, you know, if he pulls him, I completely understand it from what would appear to be a sportsmanship standpoint. But if he leaves him in and lets him continue, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Full timeout here for Rossville.
The kid's just having a special night.
Yep. Again, with 6:06 left, again, like you mentioned, it's not like a running clock situation. You have to get to 35 points above that. So it's just that rim is as big as a trash can right now for Braden Tilihan.
Yeah, my coach used to have some sayings for that type of thing. I can't do it on the air.
That's
but
okay.
He would say things about people's ability to put things in places like while they're rolling, that sort of thing. I'll just say that.
Family show. We're a family show here on ISC.
That's right.
Tonight's game brought to you by Rossville Schools. At Rossville, we rank #1 in safety, lead the county in academics, and have achieved remarkable success in our athletic, agricultural, and fine arts programs. Come see why Rossville Schools is #1 across the board in and around our community. Visit rcsd.k12.in.us for more information or call us at 765-379-2990 to set up an on-site visit. And maybe if you go, you might get to bump into Braden Tilihan when he's walking from class to class. You never know. 48 of Rossville's 66 points belong to Braden Tilihan, 5 in white. Backdoor cut, a lob to the rim, and there's 50.
That's a set play. Everybody in Rossville knew it was coming. Just another way to show that he can score. Great back cut.
50-piece for Braden Tilihan tonight as he has outscored Delphi by himself. Pass too hot, trying to enter it into Pulver, and it's going back to the Hornets. Well, I'm sure there'll be something to talk about around the Thanksgiving table tomorrow for the Tilihan family. Their young boy attacks, and he puts up another one, 52, as he just continues to pour it on tonight.
That Thanksgiving thing, if anybody asks him to pass the gravy or anything, I'm going to be like, no, don't ever pass.
Pulver attacks and draws the foul, and an and one coming. No passing.
No passing for you, BTH.
Foul on Nolan Britt, his first. Pulver to the line for the and one opportunity. Has really done a good job of working on his game. Looked at his dad, Dr. Chad Pulver, after they lost in the first round of the sectionals last year. Said they didn't talk. His dad said they didn't talk a lot for a couple of days. He looked right at him after that game and just said, when do we get back to work? And he's made the drive to Lebanon 3 times a week since March to work with former Ball State player P.J. Thompson to really work on his game to try to expand it from being a back-to-the-basket player. Tessier intercepts here for Delphi as we have 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Spinning, twirling, and getting fouled is Brown.
Yeah, I like what I've seen out of Pulver. I really do. I think he's going to have a nice season. This was a tough night. The early foul trouble situation, they just got to work on that. Just put him in positions where he can be a little more careful, and I think he's going to do well. I love his athletic ability and his size. You don't see somebody that size with that type of footwork and mobility. He really does a nice job, and you can tell he's worked hard at it this summer.
The other thing his dad told us, who is in his second year leading the Oracles, said he can step out and shoot the three. They've expanded his range a little bit. And that was one thing that Delphi want to do with a lot of their post players heading into this campaign.
Well, they better all shoot threes well if they're going to keep up with guys like Braden Teely-Hahn.
He's got the ball here. Has got 52 points tonight. He's 1-3 away from tying the state record for made threes in a game with 10. Trying to post up here. Has done at the controls here for the Hornets. Has a mismatch here against Pulver. Falls down, and that'll be the 5th one against Calden Pulver as he fouls out. That's first one against Delphi here in the 4th. Healthy Communities of Clinton County offers free navigation services for all pregnant women. A licensed nurse is available to help you with free pregnancy tests and prenatal vitamins, insurance assistance, and prenatal appointment assistance. Smoking or vaping cessation, breastfeeding, labor, delivery, safe sleep, car seat, and newborn care education. Call Libby at 765-659-6063 for more information. 3-point basket there for Rossville.
Oh.
And the defensive rebound pops in the hands of Schaumburg with a 2-on-1. Goes right to the rim. No good, but it'll go to the line for 2. Schaumburg to the line for 2. It sounds like there was about to be an announcement made by the Rossville PA man.
Maybe he's just identifying everybody as ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe. Attention all engaged couples. Discover why the Willow Creek Barn has been voted the Knott's best of weddings for 4 years in a row. Nestled just outside Frankfort, Indiana, our venue offers stunning indoor and outdoor ceremony options with breathtaking photo opportunities. We provide the perfect backdrop for your dream barn wedding. To start planning your unforgettable day, visit thewillowcreekbarn.com.
A lot of activity. a lot of banging around down there.
Smith able to get that offensive rebound for Delphi as the Oracles take a timeout. As Braden Teely-Hahn still on the floor here for Delphi, and he has been nothing short of phenomenal tonight, Brady. 52 points. He had 12 in the first quarter, 27 in the first half. He has just been an absolute joy to watch in what is just game 1 of the regular season.
You know what the best part of that is? I get to do his game on Saturday.
Well, you're going to have a lot to talk about with Brant McCoskey Saturday night. here on the ISC Sports Network.
You know, the funny thing, though, you don't expect a guy to have another game like this, back-to-back especially, but like this Saturday, I might get to see some activity from the other players. But tonight's the night. You can just, if you're a Hornet, you just stand back, help your buddy out, and just let him get shots off. When you feel like everybody in the gym knows they're going in, that's the guy to go to. And it's been a really amazing game to watch. We saw the Farley game last year,
Yep.
And I felt like he was throwing BBs through rolling donuts, but I've never seen anything quite like this. At least it's been a long, long time since I've seen anything that impressed me as much as BTH's game tonight.
I think the copyright office is closed for Thanksgiving, but first thing Friday morning, you need to copyright BBs through donut holes. Did I say that right?
BBs through rolling donuts.
Through rolling donuts. Yeah, you got to copyright that. I can see the T-shirts now. It'll be great. So Telehan is still the top of your screen there. Here for Ross when he gets the rebound. And here's the other thing. That's close to his 10th rebound of the night, so he's done everything along with scoring. A lob to Edmonds is deflected out here by the Delphi defense.
Yeah, his numbers are going to get some attention. I'll be interesting to see how Western Boone handles what they know he's capable of on Saturday.
Good looking shot there from Woolen. It just didn't drop. Out and running comes Tessier here for Delphi. Turnover on the other end. Woolen enables to intercept. And the man of the night has got it here.
Shoot it. I couldn't help myself.
To tie the state record in made threes. Front rim, loose ball foul will go against Lane Edmonds.
Well, you know the fun thing about this, Rick, Delphi and Rossville play each other this one time. They're in the conference, but they're not in the same sectional. There's no county tournament for them to play each other in again. Oh, is he coming out?
Yep. Yep. So Braden Telehan exits 52 points. He'll come up 1-3 shy of tying the single-game state record. He'll finish 9 of 17 from 3 and 52 tonight. Sorry, continue with that.
No, but what I was saying is they're not playing each other again. To be honest, I think what Coach did there was probably the sportsmanlike thing to do. I said earlier, I wouldn't think badly of him if he left him in for 3 more minutes to try to get that record. But what I was talking about, them not playing each other again, you don't have to worry about seeing them again in the sectional or see him again.
No score to settle or anything like that.
Exactly.
And tip your cap to Delphi. They have not done anything in an unsportsmanlike way or a dirty way to try to knock him off of his game or anything. They haven't gone to that level, which you might, you've seen at other levels of basketball. If some guy gets going, you give him maybe a little extra hard foul or a little bump here and there. But Delphi has gone, look, we're going to try and play our best against a guy that's on an absolute heater tonight. And so it's a really good job here by Delphi to not try to, get a cheap way to try to slow him down.
Right. They've been good sports about it. It's not like they're knocking him off the block or running through the lane and catching elbows and things like that. They're good sportsmen.
Here's Drake Jones making his first appearance of the night. Straightaway 3 misses its mark from Smith. And a rebound on the other, or a defensive foul on the other end. We'll slow our pace here. Well, we mentioned off the top of the night that Braden Telehan came in with 799 points. I was really confident he was going to get over 800. I didn't think he was going to be knocking on the door at 900 by the end of the night, but he sure made a nice stab at it here tonight with 52 on the night and 9 of 17 from 3. A little step back, Yuri Castilla. A little bit long, but how about another offensive rebound for Woolley? He's been really good in that category tonight.
I like his game. He's had those 2 really nice drives to the basket on the left side. Oh, good look.
Edmonds couldn't finish. Cleaned up by Skinner, and he gets fouled. We talked about this, Brady, when we got into the studio tonight. A lot of youngsters still here for this Rossville club that fell to eventual state runner-up in Clinton Prairie last year in the sectional. But you look at this bunch, Brody Skinner's a senior, and out of your main rotation guys, and Castilla a senior, everybody else, including Mr. 52 points tonight, none of them are older than juniors.
Yep. They're loaded, and they're still young. So I expect big things out of them this year and even bigger next year.
Again, just game number 1, but Class A, Rossville has now put their name on the marquee here in game number 1. Again, I know it's November 26th, but 52 points and 9 threes will catch a couple eyeballs the Wednesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's going to hit some newspapers, and people are going to know Rossville's for real, and especially T. Lee Hahn and his shooting ability. Scoring ability, I should say. He's done it in a lot of different ways. But when Coach told us he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster.
And you can see the definition in his shoulders. You mentioned that from the first 2 minutes. You're like, this guy does look a lot bigger.
Yeah, last year's game he looked far thinner, and he really wasn't as physical as he is now. And those drives he takes where he goes in and gets bumped and still finishes, that all that work he's done in the summer is really paying off.
White into Edmonds, who just started playing basketball as a freshman, 6'6" guy that they're really excited about this year for the Hornets.
Well, he's got a real nice basketball body, and I can tell he gets a little down on himself. That layup he missed down there, I saw him shaking his head. His body language is a little – but you can expect that out of a guy who hasn't been playing all that long. You can tell he doesn't have a ton of confidence just yet, but give him some time to develop and get that confidence, and I think he could end up being a real nice player for them.
Castilla with the basket on the other end, rebounded by Braden White. And the Hornets, if they would like, they could dribble out the last 39 minutes, but looks like a wet spot is popped up here on the floor as Hunter Bray and Drew Wainscott all come in and check in here for the Hornets. So mop up that wet spot. Rossville came into the night receiving votes in the preseason poll in the USA Today poll run by the Indianapolis Star after they went 16-9 last year, lost by 20 to Clinton Prairie in the sectional semifinal last year for sectional 54. The Gophers went on a magical run that really inspired a lot of folks in Clinton County on the way to the state title game last year.
Yeah, they ran into a buzzsaw in that Clinton Prairie team. That was a really good squad. Jake McGraw and Alex Farley, nice players, well coached, very well coached team.
And the star of the night, Braden T. Lee Hahn in Rossville, as the Hornets win a convincing season opener 77-48 with T. Lee Hahn outscoring Delphi by himself, 52 points for the superstar junior. We'll take a break and come back with our post-game show next here on the ISC Sports Network.
We've all heard the question, if a tree falls in a forest, does it make a sound? Honestly, we're not sure either. But what we do know is that if it falls in your yard, it usually leaves behind an unsightly stump that you'll be stuck mowing around. At JXN Stump Solutions, we'll get rid of that stump for good, and here's the best part. We offer free estimates, so you'll know the cost before the work begins. We deliver quality work from a professional, locally owned company with a commitment to leaving your property cleaner, safer, and stump-free. Contact us today at 242-9523. At JXN Stump Solutions, we're rooted in service and driven to remove.
At Day and Genda Funeral Home, we embrace change while staying true to timeless values. Our commitment to putting families first remains steadfast. With up-to-date practices and unwavering compassion, we offer the highest quality of service for your loved ones. Trust to serve your family with a classic commitment in modern times. Day and Genda Funeral Home, putting family first.
Post-game show tonight here from Rossville High School, presented by the Willow Creek Barn, where nature's beauty meets rustic elegance. Rick Johnston, Brady Laurie here with you. And Brady, it's game number 1 of the season, but we might not see another player score more points in the state the rest of the year than Braden T. Lee Hahn of Rossville's 52 points tonight as he outscored Delphi by himself.
And Delphi had 48.
Yes.
I mean, that's incredible. What a great game. I've not had that much fun watching an individual player in a long time. This kid's got a future. It's hard to believe he's a junior, and this is the first game of the season. I mean, with that kind of confidence and that ability and this team built around him, these guys have a real shot at getting out of that sectional, getting on down the state, down to the semi-state, state finals, whatever. They've got the pieces they need, and they've got a guy that can carry them there.
Our player of the game presented by the Frankfurt Eagles Post 976. I've had the pleasure of calling games for 22 years. The last time I saw a single player outscore a team by himself was a guy by the name of Gray Godin, who outscored my high school, North Central, in the first half back in 2005. He had a pretty good career, both college and pro, and tonight, Braden Teelehan, 52 points. He was 1 3-pointer shy of tying the state single-game record of 10. He finished 9 of 17 from three-point range. He had 12 in the first quarter. He had 15 in the second. He finished with 13 in the third, and he finished with 12 in the fourth to finish with 52 tonight for the Rossville Hornets.
It's like you're watching Steph Curry at Rossville.
Yep.
I mean, he shoots from wherever he wants. He fades away. It's so obvious that he's worked so hard at every shot. Step backs, long distance, short distance. He's getting to the rim, getting contact, still finishing. My favorite shot of the night, volleyball line, was pretty special. I love that little fadeaway bank shot
in the
he
first
hit
half,
off the top corner of the backboard in the first half. He's got a whole bag of tricks, and he's not afraid to use it.
And I think the other good thing about that as well, we didn't have the official tally on this. If he didn't get a double-double tonight with rebounds, he was darn close. But I think that banker you mentioned was off an offensive rebound off of a free throw miss, dribbled out, spun, and in one motion, it was up off the one. I mean, he had a couple of blocks tonight. He had 3 or 4 steals. He almost, if he didn't get the double-double, he was close to getting 10 rebounds. I mean, it was an all-out performance, not just putting up 52 points.
Yeah, and it's the kind of night you dream about. Now, not every night's going to be like this. Now, he's a special player, and he may score, 18 a game. Or he may have a bad game and score 11 or something like that. But still double figures. He's just a very talented kid, and, I'm hoping for the best for him. He sure is out of the gate quickly. This is really impressive. I look forward to seeing what happens on Saturday. If Western Boone has an answer for him, my guess is they don't, but we'll see what happens. They're going to watch this film, and they're going to know they got one guy to keep an eye on and try to do something about. But there's other good pieces around him, so this is a good team. I like the Hornets a lot.
If you'd like to see what Braden Teelehan, or if we've affectionately dubbed him BTH, does for an encore, you can watch that Saturday night here on the ISC Sports Network. Brant McCoskey and Brady will have that call for you here from Rossville High School against the Stars. Tonight's game was brought to you in parts by Dan Genda Funeral Home, putting family first. Healthy Communities of Clinton County, making the healthy choice the easy choice. Mulberry Telecommunications, your local hometown fiber provider. Rossville, Consolidated Schools. Achieve, learn, lead, and inspire. The Frankfurt Eagles Post 976, people helping people. And the Willow Creek Barn, providing a picturesque setting for the barn wedding of your dreams. Thank you so much for making us part of your Thanksgiving holiday. Have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow, everybody. And we thank our great crew tonight, headed up by Director Elijah Mash. Graphics from Sam Waugh. Camera operator was Tony Stewart. For our great analyst, Brady Laurie, I'm Rick Johnston saying so long from Rossville High School, where Braden Teelehan put on a show for the Hornets. 52 points, including 9 made three-point baskets, as the Hornets winners tonight, 77-48 over Delphi. You've been watching Indiana Boys High School basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
The Willow Creek Barn has been voted the best of weddings on the knot for 4 years running. The Willow Creek Barn has earned its reputation for a reason. With breathtaking grounds, a stunning barn, and a staff that goes above and beyond, making sure that every detail is perfect, your wedding day will be seamless, joyful, and unforgettable. From the first look to the last dance, your happily ever after starts.